Oh my God, we're having an earthquake. Wait a minute. Hold on, hold on. Can you feel that?
I sure can.
Okay, this is interesting. There go the lights. Oh. Oh my God, what an earthquake. 911 emergency.
Yes, have you gotten word about the Bay Bridge?
What about the Bay Bridge? What's wrong with it?
The upper deck appears to have collapsed during that earthquake.
Hold on a second. Jesus Christ, we got to report that they might have left on the scene.
We are over the Bay Bridge now, once again. A section of the upper deck has collapsed. There appears to be a rescue helicopter on the upper deck. Where it collapsed, it just missed the bus.
George Watson is standing by right now in San Francisco, where they took the brunt of this earthquake today. George.
The city is in gridlock. I hate to paint a dire picture, but it's the kind of scenario where you see looting happening sometime in the night.
It's been a frightening scene here. As you can see, just below me is where 50-foot section. You see down there below the two cars that were on the upper deck.
So I need an ambulance. Hold on, I'll transfer you.
Prepare yourselves. Shut off the gas. Shut off electricity. Store water in your bathtub. Don't expect services for 72 hours.
There are some fires, obviously, in the city of San Francisco. Again, as we take a look at that, that appears to be what would be the Marina District.
The entire upper deck of the Cypress structure, that is the section of highway that connects the Bay Bridge to the Nimitz, Highway 880, it just seemed to collapse during the shaker. You could see those ripples in the road. I'm guessing, but what I'm afraid of, and the information we seem to be getting seems to confirm this, that those ripples in small part are caused by vehicles trapped underneath. We have no idea how many vehicles were trapped underneath. If you could see how violent that shaking must have been.
Practically entirely on fire. The house on the right is the first one that went, and it went because of a natural gas.
I can only describe the situation here as nightmarish. The entire city, at least the part of the city that I have been in all day, is completely blacked out. There are no traffic lights. Civilians, if you were, are trying to direct traffic. People are wandering the streets aimlessly. It is a horrible, sickening feeling to be in the city. I could only advise people to not come here under any circumstances.
At dawn the next morning, teams of investigators went to assess the damage, while seismologists began to locate the exact origin of the earthquake.
There is the house down the hill, or what's left of it, shall we say.
The movement of the earth had buckled roads and curbs. As seismologists searched for where the fault had ruptured, engineers were to find damage that eventually was to total $10 billion. The supporting columns of a bridge had punched through the roadway, so violently was the ground shaken. The center of the earthquake was found 60 miles south of San Francisco. The Santa Cruz Mountains had wrenched themselves 6 feet to the north and ripped open the earth along a 25-mile segment of the San Andreas Fault.
There was no indication of a shake There was just the initial boom, and everything went.
He was thrown to his right, and I was thrown to my left. So
you ended up on the floor.
Oh yeah.
Each time. And it was like riding a roller coaster. It was just kind of like this. It was just a real rocking and rolling and like this. It was really a rocking and rolling.
It all happened so fast. I mean, it takes longer to explain it, but it happened so fast. The crack opened up about 3 feet, and a lot of my tools and everything else flushed. They all bounced right into it. It's like everything was headed right towards that crack. The vibration, the center of vibration was pushed all towards that crack. And then it shut back up. It shut back to about 1.5 to 2 foot. And it's kind of a thing, you know, I've never seen it happen before. I've heard it doesn't happen, but I watched it happen.
Geologists reported that the ground had shaken for a surprisingly short time.